Hey everyone, this is Trader Shiva. So let's try to do analysis of Euro USD and XAUUSD again. Okay, so if you remember guys, in our last video, we have seen that here we have seen some weak activities, and that's why the market was actually not moving down, but it has now entered into this value area. Okay, so these are the level, we have drawn since long time. You can verify it, you can again check it from the previous videos. Okay, so let me just zoom it out. So these are the levels below. Okay, so if the market breaks down and goes down again, then we can think that market will touch these levels. Then this is one value area, this is another value area. However, the market has again entered here. Okay, now the deciding levels are these levels. Okay, so once if the market goes outside this value area, crosses with the good delta, give a retracement, then we can easily take a trade to these levels. Okay, so how you will find this level? Let me just try to create a fixed range market profile. Okay, so you know these are some important levels. Okay, so we'll consider the thick area. Okay, even we can think of this as well, but I think this will be a better value area to here, to these levels. It's a quite thick area. Okay, so now let me delete this. So these could be important levels. If market breaks out and goes, then we can take a trade up to these level easily. And if market again breaks this level, enters here, then we can take a trade to these levels. So this is the levels for Euro USD. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save them and lock all the drawing and save it. Okay, so these are our levels for future. Okay, and if market breaks down, then you have to be very careful, like where the actually absorption has happened. Okay, so for example, if you see these levels, okay, so for example these levels here, lots of absorption has happened. Even these levels, see this candle, so much of, let me zoom in again and switch off the market profile. Okay, so if you see these candles, you see, can you see this lot of big negative delta? And what has happened? There's a lot of absorption in these candles. Okay, okay, so again here also we are getting a lot of negative delta, but the market is actually not moving down. Okay, so if you really want to take a trade just after this, okay, so it has to cross these levels. Okay, if it crosses these levels, then we can again initiate a trade up to these levels. Okay, although if you go to previous trading days, then we have seen absorption even from these levels, but we will always give more importance to the current happening. So here our important levels are these levels. Okay, so if market breaks down these levels with a good delta, then we can again initiate a trade to the downside. Again, there is no absolute surety, guys. Okay, you have to take trade based on the logic and based on the risk management. Okay, so what happens if the market does not go down and it comes and takes your stop loss? So at least you know that you are having a very small stop loss. Okay, however, if it breaks out from these levels, then we can expect these levels to come. Okay, so this is about EURUSD. Now very interesting analysis for XAUUSD, guys. I have been kept saying about these levels. Okay, you can again go and check. We have been drawing these levels since long time, I think since more than a week. Okay, and now what has happened, guys? You see, we had this major support below. Okay, and we kept on talking about these levels. So let me just delete this market profile right now. We kept on, when the market was falling, we kept on saying that this is a major support. So what had happened, market has actually came down to here, to this value area. Okay, so this is the value area we kept on talking about. And from here, it took support, came down, took a retracement, then market has never looked back for XAUUSD, and now it has gone straight to these levels. Why these levels, guys? Because if you apply this fixed range market profile, okay, so here we have a nice thick value area rather. Okay, so if you apply in this swing actually, okay, so we will see that here we have a nice thick value area. Okay, and that is why the market has gone to these levels. Okay, so this is how you identify the levels. Okay, so right now these levels have actually gone old. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all the drawings first of all. Now we will apply again to this swing. So for this swing we'll be applying, and this is our important level. So let me just draw this level. Okay, so this is our important value area, if you see properly. Okay, this is one value area. Now what we are going to do, we'll again apply fixed range market profile to this swing. Okay, so here if you apply, so these are some important value areas coming. Okay, so for me the important levels will be these. Okay, here 1 and 2, and then these levels 1 and 2. Okay, so these are important levels as of now for XAUUSD. Okay, let me delete this fixed range market profile so that the levels become very clear. Okay, so this is one value area, this is another value area, and this is another value area. So if the market breaks out again from this level, we will touch this, and if the market enters here, we will touch this. Okay, so always prefer to take trade based on the pullback. Okay, and if the market breaks down below, then we can again see these levels. Okay, so let me log these levels and save these drawings. Okay, thank you guys. I hope these levels will help you for today's trade.